Well, believe it or not, things haven't really changed since yesterday. Mega Extra Drill, I mean, Ghost Veil is slightly better, but Mega Extra Drill is still A tier, which is wacky to say out loud. And yes, welcome in everybody. How are y'all doing? We're playing Mega Greninja, but we're not playing typical Mega Greninja lists. We're playing the weirdest, wackiest list that I could find on the internet that I also came up with on my own that will never work in a million years. But hey, why should we let that stop us from having fun? Why should we let, regular things stand in the way of greatness? But yeah, there you go. There is Extra Drill and Ghost Veil. They are currently A tier. Mega Extra Drill, it's exactly what I said it was going to be. Right, you look at this list, it's Cedar Box. I'm sure there's other lists with Trolley. I will have the video hopefully out on Wednesday. The issue is that, the issue is I can't use Limitless, so I have to build the lists my own, and that's going to take extra time, so I might not be able to get it up in time. I'll try, but it's unlikely. But yeah, let's get it up. Okay, so list number 1 is with Baby Blood Moon Ursaluna. Yeah, this is the most successful non-conventional Mega Greninja list that existed in Japan. Obviously, I made some changes. I may swap out the Crispin. I'm not super stoked about Crispin. The reason that Crispin helps is because it grabs a fighting and a water. So you get the fighting, you attach it to the Sol Rock, and then you have a water for Greninja. You don't really want to attack with Greninja too much. But yeah, then I have 2 different Absol ones. This is, I tried it. It is so bad. It is so bad. This did well in Japan. It is not good. It did not work at all for me. Every time I had Kangaskhan, they had Team Rocket's Watchtower. It was rough. I do have a Glaceon build here. This one is also not great, and I threw in Leafeon because Glaceon attacks for a Darkness and a Grass. Maybe I cut the Enhanced Hammer, but that you can't really cut it in case they have like a Rocky Fighting. I still have never seen a Rocky Fighting, I think, since Chaos Rising came out. Well, yeah, remember, the Japanese players, they don't play on PTCGL. That's what you have to remember is, all right, White Mike's bro is they don't have PTCGL, so that's why they play like 4 lilies and that's it. They play 4 lilies and that's all they do. So this is the Ursaluna build, but I did have the most success with this one. Jagbomb, no Palafin. I have other options that I'm going to be saving, but you have to remember, I'm playing for 2.5 hours, and I want to play Ursaluna, Absol, and Glaceon, and then I have just a typical the Dunsparce one. I don't have... Oh, wow. Wowzers. Yep, this is... this is what you expect when you play PTCGL. Oh, wow, it's this one. Okay, well, I guess I have to go and get... I don't even know. There's nothing I can do. I can easily win this matchup. It's just, I can't win this matchup. I can win this matchup very easily. I just have to have a playable card in my starting hand. And we don't have those. We are missing those. All right, well, that doesn't stop abilities. We could top deck a Lilies. You never know. We could definitely top deck. Okay, we top decked a... Oh, that's the worst one. We top deck an Iris's Fighting Spirit. That's literally the worst one I could have grabbed. All right, so I think I go for Lunatone, and then... I guess I just bosses the Farticuno. Because I can't Iris for 1, right? I mean, I could. It would be stupid, but I'm not going to do that. Right, well, we're going to be off to a great start, so definitely take the under today. But how's everyone doing? How are you enjoying Chaos Rising? Jagbomb, that was terrible. That's Clan Burglar tier levels of jokes there. But I didn't want to be like everybody else. I think if the first hour of the stream goes terribly, I'm just going to switch to a traditional Greninja list and just play terrible Greninja. Boring old Greninja. All right, here we go. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna switch into Lunatone. And then, yeah, we're gonna get rid of the bosses and draw 3. Okay, we did get something. We actually got something. And then they can't play items, which is even better for us. But I'm hitting into the wrong thing. I need to be hitting into a Murkrow. The reason I need to be hitting into a Murkrow is because Honchkrow has 130 hit points. So if I want to be able to Mortal Shuriken twice, I need to do the thing. But of course, I'm hitting into an Articuno, which is already 2-shot by the thingy thing. They did have to waste an ignition. That's good. All right, well, at the very least, I can... Oh, they're going to Torment. Okay, that's fine. We got this. We got this. Nothing can possibly go wrong. They're never going to find Giovanni when they need it. I have Unfair Stamp. I've never found Unfair Stamp when... I mean, no, I can't use energy retrievals early because we're going to need all of our energy to win this game. There we go. Good God. Okay, well, I think I'm attaching to the Maractus. And then I will hit him with the Unfair Stamp. And wow, that did not work out whatsoever. So then we go Pokepad. I think I get the Sol Rock. I know I have lilies and all that, so it's not as necessary. But I think, yeah, I think what I do is I just go corner the Murkrow. Never let me down. You know it. You know it. And yeah, the corner didn't really matter because I'm not trying to stop them from retreating. So it's like, oh no, Pilot, you forgot they have the Articuno. I just wanted a corner to put 20 damage on the Murkrow. So at least now it's within range of a Sol Rock, so some things can happen. And oh, and no, the EXs are terrible, and it's lowercase. Uppercase EXs were during the XY era. Lowercase EXs are the current era. You got to get it right, okay? And hyphen capitalization EX was like 20 years ago. But no, Mega Manetric is not legit playable right now, unfortunately. Because the Terra Greninja is just everywhere. It's unfortunate. All right, so let's go. Attach to you. I am totally okay taking the knockout of a Murkrow. You know, you might think, oh, they're going to get 2 cards. Yeah, I don't care if they get 2 cards. I don't care if they get 2 cards. They want 2 cards, they can have 2 cards. You want to waste your life getting 2 cards? Go for it. All right, so let's just get the energy out of there. And then I'm going to do this. We're going to be fine. We are not going to be fine. We are going to be the opposite of fine. But remember, they're down 2 energy. So this is actually really, really good. Yes, I'm giving them more cards. I'm down my Unfair Stamp. I can't remember if I have special red card because during my testing, I was like, hey, it doesn't matter if you have special red card if you can't play the game. And I really can't play the game. But I do have to be very careful with the Mega Greninja, because that is kind of 3 easy prizes for them, depending on what they do. Okay, really wish I'd gone for a Sol Rock. Wow, really wish I'd gone for a Sol Rock there. Because I was going to go for a Sol Rock off the Fighting Gong, but I was like, nah, they're not gonna Archer me into nothing. That would never happen. Yeah, why do they keep bringing back EXs? Because it's, they don't know what they're doing. Oh, they had to Torment. Okay, that's perfect. Well, this isn't going in the YouTube video because nothing's happened. All right, there's a water. That's cool. That's cool. If we get rare candy, I still probably can't do anything. Ooh, there's a lilies. Okay, so let's go Sol Rock down, Pheasantipity down. I want to save the water energy. Mr. Darkside, damn straight. Ooh, okay. I think it's still waiting territory. So am I still waiting for this world to stop hate? All right, to stop baiting. All right, so this is good. If they knock out my Maractus, I can do some things. But yeah, if they knock out Maractus, I have a knockout of their Honchkrow with my Mega Greninja's ability. The issue is that I have an air balloon on the Maractus when I need the air balloon on the Greninja, and things are going to get a little sketchy, but apparently they just can't find their Honchkrow or something. Okay, so are they just gonna... Oh, they got Prime Catcher. Okay, so they're gonna go for my Fez. That is annoying, but also fine. because you're wasting so many resources to try and do the thing. You're wasting, you're already down 2 energy. You're going to be down more energy after this. I'm going to win. Press 1 if you believe that Trust Your Pilot's going to win this one. After the start we had with Maractus and a dead hand, the fact that I'm still in this is crazy. They also have to get rid of 4 supporters. Canada Man, damn straight. You don't drink beer, you drink maple syrup. You know, you don't use soap, you use maple syrup, right, Canada Man? All right, well, this isn't exactly what I wanted, but I can go for the Froakie. I do have Lana's Aid, so we can knock out the Murkrow. Very, not awesome move by them. Okay, so I guess I just... Oh, wow, we're screwed. So I have to go for Crispin. Hope there's a fighting energy in the deck. That's great. So I want the water energy in my hand. And then I'll attach the fighting. Okay, so Mega Greninja only has a 1 retreat cost. And then I go Mortal Shuriken. Knock out this guy. That's a prize. That's a paddling. There's a watchtower. I mean, do I care? Do I even care about a watchtower here? And then I just hard retreat, go into the Maractus. I guess just in case they don't have it like that. I mean, they probably do. Incineroar, the problem with maple syrup is that it has sugar crystals in it, so it's not good for your feet. Like, it's good for like the hydration of your feet, but for like pure pleasure, you can't really use maple syrup. And Owen, heartbeats? Heartbeats, you heard me talking about those, yeah, those straight facts about maple syrup. You're like, I got a sub to this guy. I got a sub. I gotta give this amazing stream. They just hit 3. How did you just hit 3 supporters off? It looks at the top 4. It looks at the top. They got 3. It looks at the top 4. It looks. Look at how many supporters they. Oh, let me guess. You're gonna hit 3 more. They hit 2. Okay, bro. All right. I see how today is gonna be one of those days. So the Mega Greninja. I told you this is gonna cost me the game. This is the reason I'm going to lose this game, is because they just have everything. Oh, this game really claps my cheeks, if you know what I mean. And heartbeats, I appreciate it. All that money goes into my foot lotion fund, because, you know, with the... are they going to do anything? You either have an energy or you don't. Yeah, you either have an energy or you don't. Yeah, my foot lotion bill goes up. So those damn tariffs. You know, even though I live in Canada, the price of things is going up. And like, can you... Oh, okay, so they take 6 to the face. I have a water energy. This is really good. And then... they have to get rid of 2. So they take 6 to the face. I knock them out. Yeah, like the price of the Switch 2 is going up. The PS5 price is going up. It's like America caused all of this. So all you Americans watching this, you better give me a sub, because it's only fair. It's only fair that you give me my money back. All right, so let's go Lunatone. Hopefully I don't have to waste the Lana's Aid and I can do something here. Well, we gotta do some other things. All right, so Baby Blood Moon Ursaluna is very good here. All right, so let's go Energy Retrieval, get Water Fighting. They're not going to be expecting this move that I can't do because I don't have the draws. But let's go knock out the Honchkrow. If I get a retreat card, we are so in there. Is that a retreat card? No, because I don't think... Because I have all my dudes, like, accounted for. So let me go get rid of the Dong, get rid of the Solrock. Yeah, that's unfortunate. All right, so let's go attach to you. And then Lana's Aid. I will go and get Water 2 Fighting. Or do I just Badoo them? Because I can use Badoo right now. I can hard retreat, go into the Badoo. Maybe they suck their own butt. But that seems kind of bad. I think I just do that and then just hope they don't have enough to knock out my Mega Greninja. So I think that's the strat, is I just go end turn, hope they don't have enough to knock me out. And Jag Bomb, no, you still have to give me money. You still have to give me money. All right, so they still need quite a few things. They do only have 3 energy remaining, and 2 of them could be prized. You know, if you're able... Nope, they're not. They're not. Okay, never mind. Incineroar, you want me to... You've seen how tough this is, and you want me to add in a stage 2 Mega Dragonite line. Oh, wow. What are they... Wait, what are you hoping to find? Wait, you just got rid of an energy. What are you doing? They must think they got it this turn or something, right? There's an Archer. Okay, no, that's really bad. What are they doing? Oh my god. Oh god. What the hell? What the hell? What in the absolute hell is that? I Archer into 3 water. Of course, you know, that's exactly what we expected. That's... Oh my god. Heartbeats, today is just going to be using Greninja's ability. Maybe one day I'll check out the Feraligatr. Like, I have my backups, but I'm not going to be able to get to them today. I think they got it. Oh my god, they got it. They got everything. The Archer into 3 water was apparently not enough. But I have... Today it's Ursa, Luna, Absol, and Glaceon, so it's more or less just focusing on Greninja's ability. I'm trying my damnedest to avoid Terra Greninja today, but I think I'm going to have to at some point. Yeah, that was a waste of 15 minutes. I should have just conceded right off the bat because I should have known that that was going to happen. You know, when I got that Maractus unplayable hand start, I should have just called it there. But I was like, no, that Iris for 1 is going to be great. Then that Iris for 3, so much better. And then Archer for 3 water. Okay, another Maractus start, but this time at least we have Badoo. Okay, so I think I Pokepad for Froakie. Oh, they got a Meowstar. This is going in the YouTube video. Anytime your opponent just starts the Meowth, you gotta... Okay, actually, do I try to corner them? No, I think I don't try to corner them. I'm just gonna go for the Soul Rock. We're gonna put a little bit of pressure on them. Pressure's what you put in your tires. No, Alec Manoa, it's not. Pressure is not what you put in your tires. You put air in your tires. Okay. This worked out really, really well. Let's go and get another fighting energy. We have everybody we need. Literally the goated hand of all time. Okay, absolutely freaking goated hand. And then I just go for the Soul Rock. This has to be in the YouTube video. If any time your opponent starts Meowth and then just attaches a grass and passes, you gotta beat them off as hard as you can. All right, I literally have a knockout on the Meowth. Well, actually, I don't currently have it because I would need a switch card or something. Like, you don't expect to be in this exact situation, but what I can do... No, I have to go for the Meowth this turn. I was gonna say, I can hold off on knocking out the Meowth. I cannot not... I cannot knock out the Meowth this turn, because they're probably just gonna tuck tail, and if they tuck tail, I lose the game. So, tuck and tail, like they're auditioning for RuPaul's Drag Race, would be really bad for me. So, unfortunately, I have to beat them off before they finish themselves. So then in that case, it would have to be a baby Blood Moon or Saluna, right? There's no... ifs, ands, or nice buts about it. I just got to go for Solrock, get rid of Iris, go for the baby Blood Moon, just instantly do the thing. And maybe I probably honestly just hard retreat. So let's go attach there. Lily's Determination. Come back to me, Unfair Stamp. Oh, hello. Hello there, Mr. Unfair Stamp. How are you doing today? We've missed you. So I probably want to keep the energy in there. The reason I want to keep the energy in there is because obviously I have Crispin. And yes, I understand I'm using Lunar Cycle and I'm going to draw into the fighting and all my thinking was for now. Ooh, okay. And then we go for a Frogadier. I just wish they were having a slightly more competitive turn over there because I am doing way too good right now. Things are going way too good right now. We're doing 620 damage to a Meowth. Because the YouTube commenters will be like, oh, well, they just had a Meowth nothing start. That's not cool. You're way too cool to trust your pilot, but this was not a cool matchup. But the whole strat here is that I'm just supposed to start with a Greninja. So you have a Greninja up front. And then you put 6 damage counters on somebody, then you retreat into Baby Blood Moon Ursa Luna. And once this is done, it does 340, or they get hit for 340 damage. If you do 1 Mortal Shuriken plus 1 Mad Bite, it's a total of 340. So you can knock out everything Mega Lucario or below. And there's the Unfair Stamp. Oh, crap. Well, I'm going to get my Unfair Stamp back for the 3rd time. Oh, crap. Okay, well, we got the Energy Retrieval, which is good. The useless Froakie is bad. But the funny thing is that I am okay just using a Cosmo Jarvis Beam. Right? Because 70 puts it in range of Baby Blood Moon. This is going to be fine. There's a Watchtower. Very unhelpful. Very, very unhelpful, PDCGO. Thank you. And I have to be very careful with my energy retrieval counts. Goated. So I think I put the Watchtower down, not because I think it's necessary, but because I just don't want to have it off of Lily's. Why am I putting the Watchtower down? Because it's useful? No, I just don't want to draw into it. All right, that's bad. Well, I mean, they can't stamp me twice, right? So between the Lilies, I do have a choice to make. I can definitely Lana's. The problem with the Lana's off of this is that it's really unfortunate. Or I could just believe in the heart of the cards. Press 1 if I should believe in the heart of the cards. Press 2 if I should be smart. The people have spoken, and the person who's given me the most money has said that I have to believe in the heart of the cards. So that is what I'm going to do. We're going to promote a Frogadier and believe. Because when has believing in the heart of the cards ever let us down? Exactly. Never. It has never let us down. I have always been rewarded. I'm going to find my Unfair Stamp. It's going to be the greatest turn you've ever seen in the history of your life. And we're going to win everything. Wait, did they just retreat? Wait, what are they doing? Oh, they see what I'm trying to do. That can't save you. That can't save you right now because I'm going to get my Mega Greninja and I'm going to win this game. Because I can 2-shot this Bayleaf. If I knock out this Bayleaf, that just might be GG's. Okay, there's an energy retrieval. That's definitely not what I wanted. I think what I do is... Oh, geez. This got really sketchy really quick. You know what? I'm just going to Lilies. You told me to believe in the heart of the cards. I'm going to believe in the heart of the card. Okay, actually, that was really good. Okay, so I need to get a Soul Rock. That is number 1. And then I need to put the soul. I need to have a little bit of soul. That's a water. I don't technically need 2 water, so I can go for this. And then I need to get my 3rd and final energy retrieval. I need it. Also, Fez, well, Fez doesn't really help. But if I have a fighting energy in the deck, that also doesn't help. Okay, so let's go Fez. Do I put the Fez down? No, I can't put the Fez down. I have to go Mega Greninja. Ah, this is so stupid. Because I can't... You know, I'm going to put it down and see what happens. I know it doesn't necessarily help me here to do that. But what if I get a Mega Greninja and I can knock out that Bayleaf this turn? What if I can do that? Did you ever think... what could Pilot do if he just destroyed that Bayleaf? Well, actually, I don't think the Bayleaf is... I don't think it makes sense to knock out the Bayleaf. If I'm being completely honest with you, I don't think knocking out the Bayleaf is actually all that helpful. So I'm just going to retreat into the Soul Rock. I'm going to Cosmic Beam. Do you see what I'm about to do? And the reason that I chickened out and didn't knock out the Bayleaf is because I have 4 prize cards left. Knocking out the Bayleaf in this specific matchup doesn't help me. The only way it would help me is if I knew this Dipplin was never going to evolve, but the Dipplin is, yeah, obviously going to evolve. So all I have to do to win is Mortal Shuriken more times than I possibly can, and we'll be fine. Okay, this game is over and I have won because I am him. That's a Hydrapple. That's less good. All right, so they're basting me with their Syrup Storm. I'm okay with that. I have every opportunity in the world to find my unfair stamp, and I win the game if I do. And as long as I don't attack with a Mega Greninja, the game is won. I have won the game. I am him. We've been over this. That's a Lunatone. I don't want the Lunatone. All right, so Fez first. Okay, I need this. I need the freaking unfair stamp, bros. Okay, I can't draw any more cards right now. That's bad. So I have to go for Lana's Aid. Let's go and get 1, 2. Actually, how many? I guess I can do that. Because I could just knock out the Odrapon in the back, but then I don't have a play after that. So what I have to do is I have to do this, which is very awkward. And then I have to, yeah, put that there. Ursaluna down. Ursaluna, I choose you. 1, 2. And then I attach. Retreat. So remember, this is math. This is going to be 340 total afterwards. But I'm in a dilly of a pickle right now. If they have bosses, actually, I don't think they can win. I think if they have bosses, they would need Hydrapple. I think Hydrapple is the only way that they can win, is if they go... Those would have helped immensely a second ago. But you're seeing how difficult it is to loop Greninja when you don't have Surfing Beach. Because if I had Surfing Beach instead of Watchtower, I would put up this one, Surfing Beach into this one, manually retreat into Ursaluna. So realistically, with this specific build, it's just Greninja once, then Mad Bite 340, and just try to loop that. But it is very difficult, and it is not nearly as easy as you think it is. They did just Lily into a fresh hand of 6, so I think it's impossible for them to win, right? Because all I have to do is go up with this Greninja, energy, retreat, energy, GG's, and there you go. This was the whole plan with this, video today, is everyone's going to be playing Greninja Dragapult. Everyone's playing Greninja Dusknoir. Everyone's playing the Terra Greninja. What if you barely had any hope of winning, but you still managed to pull it out at the last second, and you avoided more child support payments? And there we go. They have conceded defeat. They have forfeit these nuts in their mouth. And I love how they use the word forfeit for the build and battle mode. Because I trick people so often in the stream, is like, hey, what's a synonym for concede? And then they'd say forfeit. And I'd say forfeit these nuts in your mouth, because I'm a mature adult. I am in my 60s. I'm 67 or 69, whichever the kids find funnier these days. And okay, PDCGL, I appreciate the dev adding, cool effects to the game, but not when it but not when it causes PDCGL to chug more than Duff Man, okay? But there you go. You have seen Trust Your Pilot with his toes out beat off a person who needs to learn that shoes should be see-through. All right, that was a great game. It wasn't necessarily great, and Pepperman, I did see you. Just when I'm, conversating with the YouTube audience, I gotta give him my whole heart. And yeah, we all knew this was gonna happen. It's PDCGL. And Evie, if you're here, I did change my catchphrase to the Reggie Gigas thing. But if you're ever wondering, if you're new here and I ignore you, we have 67 viewers, by the way. If you're new here and you comment and I ignore you, it's not because I hate. Oh, that's fine. It's not because I hate you. It's because there are 67 people here. In the first 24 hours of my Beedrill video and my Dragology video, they got 6,700 views. So, as I've said before, you are literally the 1%. You are the 1% of the people who will see this content in the first 24 hours. Depends how many Gatorades I've had. Depends how much Gatorade I've drank. I can 69 a lot of times in 1 minute. Just depends how high. Oh, they got the 60 hit point Dunsparce. This is really weird, and I hate that I have to do this. But when you just have a Fez start and nothing, this is what you kind of got to do. Okay, so I'm going to attach to the Fez. I'm going to go end turn, because this gives me options. Because now I can Crispin and Cruel Arrow somebody. If they don't think I'm going to, double attach with a Crispin to this Fez, they don't know Trust Your Pilot can whack off with the best of them. Well, I don't think they're here. Oh, they are here. They have a battle cage, which is terrible for me because that blocks Greninja's ability. I love how it doesn't. I love how it doesn't show up with the information, but that does block Greninja's ability, and that's unfortunate. And good luck reading that. So they are playing the Lopunny build. I did face this earlier, and I absolutely bodied them because Blood Moon Ursaluna hits them for weakness, and they were also playing the 60 hit point Dunsparce. And Maxicam, you've been seeing Palafin with Greninja. I have about 15 different Greninja lists. The thing is with today is I wanted to do things differently. So I have Palafin Greninja. I think I have Frostlass Greninja today, but I mostly wanted to focus just on Greninja's Mortal Shuriken ability and, not anything too crazy. But if I ever revisit Greninja, if there's time before Pitch Black, which is, 52 days away, so there won't be time. But if there is time and I revisit it, yeah, Palafin would be one of them. There'd be spread versions. I would spread as many cheats. They have been playing for almost 2.5 minutes, and they have done nothing. All right, well, I'm not doing YouTuber voice. They're gonna take forever. I'm not editing this crap out. Free retreat, Pepperman. Pepperman, they got the free retreat. So because it has free retreat, that's what it's useful for. Obviously, it's not a good thing in a Dragapult world. It didn't even take an action in time. So let's go and get... I don't need the fighting energy. I think I go for this guy. And then I will Lunatone down this thing. And Crispin for water. fighting. I'm going to go fighting into the hand. Water there. And I don't want to waste the switch. I honestly think I just go retreat into Frogadier, summoning Jutsu, and then, yeah, let's go get Solrock, Maractus, and Froakie Dokie, baby. Actually, let's get double Froakie. We're gonna get double Froakie. Yeah, that's the only reason. In this deck specifically, it does make sense to go for the 60 hit point Dunsparce because it has free retreat. So if you start it or you just promote it, then you have a free retreater into Lopunny who can deal 230 for 1 energy. But yeah, I don't even think they're here. So you know what time it is. What time is it? It's time to ask Trust Your Pilot some questions because he has some time to fill. But this is pretty much what I envisioned with Mega Extra Drill. I wouldn't go for 4 Drillbur. I would go 3/3 Drillbur, probably have Precious Trolley. Leah, as I've said before, if it was in the new decks video or the road decks video or the old decks video, then you can pretty much bet your bottom dollar that I will be looking at it. All right, well, let's absolutely clap their cheeks, I guess. So let's go get this guy. And System of War, you're happy. I'm not happy about what's happening here. Because I'm about to lose control. I'm about to lose my mind. All right, let's go Air Balloon on this guy. I'm going to Lawnazade double fighting back in, even though I don't want to. And then we retreat, and I know they're not here, so this doesn't really matter. At ABJ, I keep teasing. I keep teasing you. I keep teasing. Just check out the YouTube tomorrow. Check out the YouTube tomorrow. You'll see some fun things. Oh, right. I have the English Mega Extra Drill. Forgot about that. Let me pitch a tent here and go get it. There it is. So yeah, this is Ghost Veil is number 1. Like, let's be honest. That day 1 was a fluke. Mega Extra Drill is going to get worse. But putting 5 energy onto this thing is not difficult. I told people this. It's not difficult putting 5 energy on this thing. Yeah, putting 5 energy on somebody sucks. But it's both a mill deck and a heavy hitter. Ghost Veil, it was always going to be good because it's specifically designed to beat Dragapult. So Ghost Veil is doing extremely well. I don't think I have any of the cards. Let me see if I have Banette. I don't have Banette. But let me quickly get the... Okay, never mind. Never mind. You want to see some fun things? If you're wearing socks, take them off. You'll see some very fun things. You'll see some really, really fun things. But yeah, Ghost Veil, doing really well. As expected, Zoroark is getting better because of the stupid bell. And that's what I said in the video. The mirror match with Ghost Veil is going to be the worst thing you've ever experienced. It's going to be worse than wearing itchy socks. But you basically, it's whoever goes second and just loops their Delmise. Yeah, so it's not about doing anything. It's just loop your Delmise and that's it. If you can loop Delmise, you've won the game. Congratulations. And Leah, you can give away anyone's money if it's for a good cause, and I'm the greatest cause. Well, let me go get what, a Poltergeist? No, a Sinistcha. We'll get a Sinistcha on screen just because you need to see the Ghost Veil ability. The Ghost Veil ability is there. It is. It is specifically designed to counter Dragapult. It stops Frostlass, it stops Dragapult, it stops Monkey Dory. It's like, hey, single prize decks are getting their butts chewed out by Dragapult. What do? We print cards that have an ability that stop everything. That just everything is stopped by them. Assuming they don't just immediately concede because they realize they're facing someone so much better than them, this is going to be in the YouTube video. I do kind of wish I was going second, because if I don't get anything off... what the... I had this whole thing planned. I was going to say, if I don't get anything off of this lunar cycle, I will have to use my one energy retrieval. No, just triple Lily's determination. You know how it is. You know, just the old triple Lily's. Ah, yes. The old triple Lily's determination. Oh, golly gee, I've never seen that before. Okay, so I think in this situation, I'm not sure what the right move is. You had to play a Pokegear to find your lilies? What a nerd, am I right? Oh, imagine... Oh, crap, they got 4 Dreepy. That's not good. They got Frisky Ruins? That's also not good. Because I don't play Monkey Dory. Okay, they are going to be item locked, which is good. I do have a watchtower, which might behoove me later. Oh, okay, yeah, it's just going to be a lilies and see what happens. Okay. I mean, I know for a fact they can't get a Dragapult next turn, so it seems like this is about all I can do. Yeah, the Maractus can't do anything. The problem is they got the first Badoo hit in. So because they got the first Badoo hit, I'm kind of screwed right now, and I can tell you right now, they're going to find at least one Dracloak. They're going to turn... Yeah, they got the Dunsparce. They're going to turn a Dunsparce into a Dracloak. Dracloak into a second Dracloak. They're going to get a third Dracloak. They're going to find a... Or they'll just Lilies into 8 cards and then get 3 Dracloak off of this, and it'll be absolutely magical. What? Excuse me? Did you just fail to get anything? All right, so Froakie's going down. This is really bad. I really wish I didn't do this. I'm going to put an air balloon on this guy. We're going Lily's Determination. I have determined that this is not going perfectly for me, but I have to keep them item locked. That's fine. I guess I go for the energy attachment and then just Itchy Pollen. Oh, this is so weird. And there's a Crispin. Do they seriously not have a Dracloak? Are we seriously in a world where they don't have a Dracloak and I can just kind of have my way with them here? Because this is insane. Because all I really need to do is just find a bosses and then I can knock this dude. Oh, this is crazy. A Dragapult player who has just not found it like that is crazy. All right, so I have to put the Fez down because I need to draw a ton of cards this turn, and which I can't do because I'm freaking item locked. Okay, remember when I said I need to draw a bunch of cards? Yeah, I was clearly lying about that, but I still think this is a Crispin turn. I'm going to attach so we put the fighting into the hand. We attach the water to this guy, and then we just believe that this is going to work out for us, and that I'm going to find a Frogadier, which I did. Oh dear, okay. Okay, so then I retreat into Solrock. Unfortunately, I have to Cosmic Beam. We already know that they're going to Unfair Stamp me. We already know they have Rare Candy Dragapult. But what are they going to do? Win the game? What are they going to do? Bosses my Frogadier and knock out Frogadier and Froakie? That would never happen. Should I have not taken that knockout? Obviously, I shouldn't have taken the knockout. But I'm already willing to move on to the next... Oh, hello, that's a free prize. Yeah, I mean, you have to assume they have Rare Candy Dragapult bosses, and when they do that, we're just kind of out of the game. So I probably shouldn't have taken the knockout. I probably but I just... Look at my hand. I couldn't Rare Candy. I didn't get a Frogadier when I needed it. If I could have grabbed a Frogadier at the exact right moment, that would have obviously changed the entire... What? Oh? Oh, God. Okay, I can't put this in the YouTube video because this is going to be a long game, and I can't... I get demonetized for showing this 18 plus content. You know, I can't. I get demonetized for doing this. And yeah, Spencer, that is correct. Leah was right. I will have to start including links there because Limitless is not doing city leagues anymore. So I'll talk about that in Wednesday's video. Is that yeah, I have to do everything manually. I have to manually get myself off, which is highly unfortunate. All right, so I have a Dunsparce KO. I do also have potentially all the things. And they got the Darkness Energy. Fantastic. Don't heal the Dunsparce. Don't heal the Dunsparce. They healed the Dunsparce. All right, so I can knock out the Dracloak, and then I can't really do anything after that, which sucks. There's the bosses. Wait, does that do anything? All right, so obviously I do that. I will... I have bosses, I have lilies. If they didn't get the stupid Clutch Monkey Dory, this would have been a completely different story. And then let's go Pokepad for Frogadier. Do I have the second Mega Greninja? I do. But unfortunately, I don't have everything that I need right now. Still don't have everything that I need. All right, so Frogadier goes there. And then I think I just hard retreat this guy. Go into you. And... do I... The problem is the Monkey Dory, right? The problem is the monkey. I think what I do is I still put 60 on this guy. And then I go energy actually, no, I'll go... Yeah, we'll go energy retrieval. Get water fighting. I'll attach the water. And then they're probably going to knock out Solrock. Like, they can do several things, but I imagine what they're going to try to do is what they're planning on doing right now. So I'm just going to get everything out of the deck. And ahead of an unfair stamp. I really wish I could play with my balls and get rid of these rare candies, though. That would be great. And then let's go Ninja Spinner. I think, yes, I want to put the energy back into my hand. Again, we know they're going to unfair stamp me. But I have options here. I have options. That is one of them. And Alex, I have no idea what's in Tord's list, but I couldn't tell you if anybody has any advice, because I don't play Dragapult. I refuse to join the dark side. You know, you can call me Luke Skywalker, because I make out with my stepsister all the time. It's just for experimentation, okay? It's not weird. Are they just never going to find a Dragapult or something? Like, what is going on over there? They haven't played a Dragapult. They haven't done anything. Found the nerd. I baited you. I baited you, Finn. F1NN. I baited you. Because I knew I'd get somebody to correct me. I found the nerd. You activated my trap card. Okay, the Heroescape is actually totally fine. That is actually perfect. And never let me down. The fact that you know that is weird. The fact that you know that is sus. They could have knocked out my Frogadier, which is strange. But I have a knockout on this guy if they don't affect my hand. If they don't play Unfair Stamp, I just knock out the Dragapult. But yeah, this game took way too long. I'm not going to include this in the YouTube video. I value their time too much. So they knock out Solrock, probably put damage on the Fez. And then I just absolutely clap their cheeks. Clap them to hell. Oh, okay, I see. Okay. You're a degenerate gambler. That's okay. You're forgiven. All right, so let's go. I probably can't lose any more energy here. So let's hit him with the Ursa Luna is fine. Let's go Fez. We got the Greninja, baby. We got the freaking Greninja. We got double thingy thing. So I can go Mortal Shuriken, hit the active, boomsies, and then Ursa Luna down. And then PDCGL is going to break because Risky Ruins has to activate. And then I guess I use... Actually, no, I think I only have the one Ursa Luna left. So I should No, I should use Lana's because I don't need to use anything else right now. It's like, I don't want to use Lana's, but I also... You know, I might need to use Lily's next turn or something. All right, and then let's go... I mean, I can use the switch retreat play. Let's do that. You know, let's have a little bit of fun. Let's have a little bit of fun. Let's knock out their dumb sparse. We're going to knock out the dumb sparse, cut off their card draw a little bit, and then I just have everybody sitting and waiting, looking pretty. All right, so then switch into Ursa Luna, and be a real shaman if somebody hit you with the old unfairs. Boom, bro! Get absolutely body Dragapult. Okay, well, this is a terrible hand. That was a terrible hand there. Clam Burglar, I get it. I get it. I get it, Clam Burglar. You're very funny. So I have game two different ways. I can knock out the Monkey Dory with back-to-back Mortal Shuriken, or I can, you know, just bosses and also take a knockout. I have many ways to win this game. Oh, you want to stamp me? I can win. All right, so we're going to switch to the Absol build. It is time for Absol build. I did spend a little bit too much time on this build because it's the best one. It's the best one easily, and I do regret it. So yeah, that's the 1 hour. And then we got to spend like an hour on the Absol build. All I need is one good game. That's all I'm looking for, is just one good game with Ursa Luna. We got that. I need one good game with Absol. Probably not going to get that. I'll play the Japanese list. No, I was going to make that joke. I already made that joke, Clam Burglar. I sure can. Can I win this game? I sure can. I sure can win this game. Yeah, see, because get it? Because Mortal Shuriken, I sure can win this game. Huh? How bad must the other ones be? Very bad. The Absol build is bad. All right, well, wait, did they do nothing? Wait, did they just do nothing? And am I actually going to lose now? Wow, this was like nightmare mode for them. This was an absolute nightmare for them. And I beat them off handily. I handily beat them off today. And Owen, I'm going to do it. I am going to do a Pokemon Feet tier list. That's probably what I'm going to do during my hiatus, okay? Is I have a lot of ideas of things to do when I'm on my break, because we were on a break. Maybe the Feet tier list is going to be on there. You don't know. I have a lot of crazy ideas. Like, what if people wore socks on their hands and everyone, instead of shaking hands, they shook feet? All right, so we're going to do the Absol Japan list first to show you how bad it is. All right, so Nil Evergreen. Is that like Katniss's stepsister or something? Kilometers, Fake Fan. Curlia and Gardevoir have spindles. Yeah, so next week, I think Monday will be either Floette or Pyroar, then Tuesday will be the other one, and then I'll also probably do Gourgeist and Chinchino. Yeah, if you didn't know, if you haven't been here, if you're new to the channel and you haven't heard the devastating news, Gardevoir does not have feet. Gardevoir, oh my God, It is the worst. Was the worst moment of my life when I found out the Gardevoir did not have feet. Oh no, it's good. Just remember that it's going to be me playing it. What you have to remember is that it's going to be me playing it. Yeah, it has spindles. It has weird spindle thingies. But obviously, Chinchino is going to be good because you just play it with Matang. You put 8 energy on it, a one-shot Dragapult, and then they can't do anything. But of course, I'm facing probably Beedrill or something. Okay, yeah. Is this Beedrill or is this Alakazam? Press 1 for Beedrill, press 2 for Alakazam. It's never mind. It's Beedrill. They had 3 switch. Yeah, it's AZ's Tranquility is in there. They have, I think, just a regular switch is in there, and then I think Surfer is also in there. So they really nerfed the Crobat kit. You basically, as a Crobat player, have to pull 2 or 3 special red card. Because if you don't, then they just have 3 switch cards available to them, and that's what Crobat doesn't like. Eevee? Hey, I'm going to be playing that sooner than you think, Eevee. Don't badmouth the Avalugg until you see me lose 10 games with it. I feel like I could have won this game, but unfortunately, PDCGL thought it'd be funny to screw me over. The good news is that I have a slight chancy right now because I have the Froakie. I also have the Yveltal. We have the Yveltal combo, so I can keep that Fan Rotom just kind of stuck there like my stepsister in the mud. And she was like, hey, I need a push. Can you pilot? I need your help. You're my only hope. I need a push. I'm stuck in the mud. And then when I got there, it turns out she got herself free. And then her friend also showed up, except they started throwing mud at each other. They started wrestling. And it was very strange because then they asked me to videotape it. And it's like I already had my phone in my hand, so they didn't have to ask me twice. I am currently in a very awkward situation. I mean, I'm playing a Mega Absol deck against a Beedrill deck. That's obviously really bad off the rip. But as soon as they take a Mega Knockout, I can special red card them. And if they don't have their Dunsparce, we're kind of fine. We know they should have 4 Forest Vitalities here. Oh. Interesting. Hopefully they don't retreat, because if they retreat, I'm in real big trouble here. I need them to attack with the Fan Rotom. I need you to attack with the Fan Rotom, and then maybe I have a slight chance of winning. Probably not, but maybe. And then, like, I have to Pokegear into a Lilies, and then special red card. This is not going to end well for us. They have a million cards they're drawing every... They blew their load. They blew their load, and I've never been happier to see someone blow their entire load. Damn it, they were smart. They got the 70 hit point to Dunsparce, and I did get a little ahead of myself. They can't retreat, so they have to attack with Fan Rotom, which is really good. If they whiff and attack this turn, then, yeah, I guess I just retreat into the Kangaskhan, right? Because this game is going to have to go on for quite a bit if I want to have any chance of winning. So let's go... retreat into the Kangaskhan, draw 2. I really hope I get a Lilies. That's a Lumio City. Literally useless. This won't be a Lily's. It's a Petrol. Do I have any use for a Petrol right now? I don't think so. But let's go Rare Candy. Rare Candy's nuts fit in your mouth. All right, Rare Candy into this guy. And then we just do the thing again. Go into the Yveltal. That's cool. So let's hit him with the clutch. Let's clutch up. Now, I'm not sure exactly how I'm not sure how I can win. I'm not sure if I can win. We had some talks about that earlier. Can I win this game? I sure can. Get it? Because like shuriken, but I sure can. But yeah, we've lost this game so badly. I needed to get my Greninjas up and running a lot earlier, because then I could have, knocked out Weedle. I could have tried to keep their hand size low. But this is the highest performing list in Japan, pairing Greninja with Absol. It finished in second. I do not like it. I do not like Lumio City. I do not like Green Eggs and Ham. This is not a good card. It's just like, oh yeah, maybe you get it with Petrol turn 1, but you play Precious Trolley. Unfair Stamp all day. No stupid Precious Trolley. Precious Trolley's dumb. Like I need to be able to Unfair Stamp and do all the things, and I just really can't. But, we got the Fan Rotom. I can maybe snipe somebody. If I can I can Crispin. I can snipe the Wheat. I can't snipe the Weedle. I can't snipe the Weedle. I was hoping to snipe the Weedle. But, I need switch cards or something. Because I would waste a retreat. That's not going to do it. And they went for an ass landing. And I get knocked out between turns. Fantabulous. Okay, so this is actually not the worst thing in the world. It's the second worst thing in the world. Okay, so we go into this guy. And then there's a water energy. That's okay. Ah, man, the special red card is useless. I can Crispin, but that's not going to do it. They probably have a bosses, but they're going to need 4 Beedrill. I honestly think this is my only move. It feels so stupid to do this. So I want the darkness in my hand. I want to go water there. Monkey Dory down. Energy there. Lumio City in play. And then Ninja Spinner. And then I think no or yes. Yes or no. I think yes. Actually, we'll go for yes. Because if the Greninja survives, I do have a Beedrill KO. Right? If they don't bosses, obviously they're going to... Oh, okay, they're attacking with that one, apparently. But I think this is just a negative matchup for me. Most matchups with this deck are negative matchups. Most matchups with this deck are negatives. But this situation specifically is very, very bad. If they have 4 Beedrill, we do lose. But you're just seeing how special red card is only good if they have everything, and they clearly don't have everything. And there it is. All right, wow, they didn't prize anything. The only thing they might have prized is 1 Beedrill EX, but they didn't bosses. So as long as they... okay. Oh, God. Okay, everybody, it's time to panic. Nobody panic. This is fine. This is totally fine. I am going to... Oh, God, I have such an embarrassment of riches right now. I can knock out the Beedrill, then they knock out the Mega Absol, but then they're just the bosses away from winning. I do think that's the correct play, though. As weird as it is, I think this is the correct play. I really wish it wasn't. I really wish I had something slightly better happening right now. But I have to period all over them. And then I can special red card them, and as long as they can't make a comeback, right? This is the perfect time for this to happen. I know they have a Kakuna Matata. That's okay. Thank you, PDCGL. After my bench is already full, you give me a precious trolley. What would I do without you? My life without you would be incomplete, PDCGL. So again, I know they have a Kakuna Matata. Yeah, there it is. Oh, man. So I don't think there's any way that I can win right now. Unless I get, like, Crispin off the top, but that's not going to do it. And there's a Max Rod. Well, we're still waiting. We're still waiting for them to show me a Forest of Vitality. Maybe they only have, like, 3, and they went full greed and only went with 3 Forest of Vitalities. Top deck is absolutely Crispin. If it is Kilometers, I'm going to VIP all over you. Wait, what? Why? No, you're not allowed to do that. That's illegal. You're not allowed to do that. All right. Well, they did the thing I was not expecting them to do. Out of the like 17 different things they could have done, that was the thing I was expecting them least to do. You were right. Okay, so obviously number 1 is special red card. You were right. The prophecy came true. Okay, so let's go. I do need to play with my balls here. Actually, I don't need to play with bosses at any point. So bosses is completely useless in the rest of this matchup. That's fantastic. I'm really happy that I prized my other Mega Greninja. That's exactly what I wanted. PDCGL read my mind. All right, so we have to go get Mega Greninja. And then I have to Crispin for, yeah, Darkness Water. So I want, what, water in the hand? Do I want water in the hand? And then I attach the darkness to the monkey. And then, yeah, Mega Greninja. The problem is they're just a B-drill away from winning, right? They're just a single B-drill away from winning, which is really bad for us. But I think I go... No, we don't Subjugating Chains yet. I think I just go Mortal Shuriken and then believe in the special red card. We're going to find out once and for all. Is special red card a lie? Press 1 if you think special red card is a lie. Press 2 if I can't Claw of Darkness. I wish I could Claw of Darkness, but I can't. Actually, no, I shouldn't. Why did I do that? Why did I see a shining light and I was like, oh, I gotta do some shining fingers. I gotta do some shining fingers there. I shouldn't have done that. All right, so we're gonna terminal period all over them because now they can go up with the one that has 10 damage on it. But no, if they have Beedrill, they win anyway. No, that was the correct play. That was the correct play, even though it wasn't, because because if they just have a Beedrill, I lose the game anyway. So if they have a second Beedrill, then I just lose. There's no way. You're out of no. Did they just like never prize it? Did they not prize anything? Special red card is a lie. Special red card is the biggest lie in the world. You should never play special red card. I played that perfectly. I played a suboptimal deck, and I still absolutely came so close to winning. I played a terrible deck. I have a grass weakness, and I still almost beat them off. All right, so I guess we've determined that one is bad. That one has 4 petrol. Look at this. Look at this list. I prize Precious Trolley and 2 bosses. There's 4 bosses, 4 petrol. All right, so we're gonna switch to my version. And Rosina, it'll be up on YouTube. It'll be in the YouTube video like every other thing, like everything before it. But you do have to be subscribed to see deck lists on my YouTube channel. It's a new feature. It's not good. It's unfortunate. Wait, Absol, that was Absol Japan. YouTube enforces it now. They're like, we gotta force people to subscribe so you can see the descriptions of videos. So you do have to be subscribed if you want to see the list. All right, fantastic start, actually. Yeah, the counter gain is good. I'm going first. That's terrible. Uh, what the hell is this? I have a bad feeling. What is this? Why am I blanking on what this is? Evie, I don't have anything to add is the problem. Okay, this is very strange. I think I just attached to the Froakie and put the counter gain on the Absol and pass, because like what would I do here that feels good between my toes? Because I have a Greninja next turn. So I just play with my balls, go get a Greninja, and then we win from there. Okay, this is almost a mirror match. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to win this one. If I was playing the Japanese list that lost to Beedrill, this would actually be really good. If I had the Terra Greninja, this would be really good. But we don't play Terra Greninja in these parts. Terra Greninja is for nerds. And if you're wondering why I don't have channel memberships on YouTube, it's because there's nothing that I can offer. If I was streaming on YouTube, yeah, then we could talk. I guess yeah, get rid of that. Keep all the lilies. Rare candy into Greninja. And then just believe that one of my next 8 cards is playable. Yes, if I ever stream on YouTube, then we'll see. Okay, remember when I said that maybe one of my next cards will be playable? Clearly, I was making stuff up and I don't know what I'm doing. Clearly, I was just making some stuff up. And obviously, I'm an idiot and I don't know what's happening anymore in life. I mean, I guess I just attach to you and pass? I guess that's all I do is I just attach pass? Oh, yeah. Remember when we had a lilies and nothing went right? Okay, so I have Surfing Beach, which is fine. I think I just have to lilies again, right? Because I can get Pecharunt, I can get, the Veltal, I can get things that I need, and then we can win. But they're probably just going to Claw of Darkness. They're probably going to Claw of Darkness, or they're going to set up Monkey Dory. No, looks like they're going for a Claw of Darkness, which is actually kind of okay. It's not the best thing in the world, but it's not the worst thing in the world because they'll probably go for lilies. I have Surfing Beach. I have Energy Switch. I can do this. Press 1 if you believe. Press 1 if you believe that I can absolutely do this with the cards that are available to me that I forget are in the deck. Now, obviously, they're going for the lilies. They have to go for the lilies here. But you can't even, you do 200 damage. You're useless. You're useless, buddy. I'm not quite sure why they're taking so long to select a lilies. We gotta give them the what face. It's a very, okay. I think they panicked, and I think you panicked there. And you got a little, got some stuff in your pants. All right, so Pokegear, watch this be a lilies. It's a Wally's. That's interesting. That is interesting. I didn't want it. Okay, all right. Well, you're just gonna emote spam. I was wondering what the holdup was. Ooh, crap. What? How did I get a worse hand? How does this always happen? You know what? you know what? PDCGL, fine. You win this one, PDCGL. You win this round, PDCGL. This one goes to you. Lilies to 8 for nothing. Crispin would have been the better play, even though I still couldn't do anything. Sometimes you just gotta let PDCGL have its way with you. No, there was a Pecharunt. I'm pretty sure this list plays 2. But yeah, I might have to cut one of the Mega Greninjas and just go for a Terra Greninja, because if I had Terra Greninja, this would not have been a terrible matchup. Oh man. All right, we can do this. We can do this. We can't do this. We have no chance of winning now. All right, I'm going first, so that does mean we get 1 extra card. That's the cool thing about going first, is you get extra cards. And I'm guaranteed to one of my next 2 top decks is going to be a playable card, because PDCGL would never screw me over 2 games in a row. It's never happened before that PDCGL has been like, you know what, I'm going to screw you over 2 games in a row. Never happened. We're going to win. Oh. Okay. Yep. If I had a Froakie, we would have a turn 2 Mega Greninja, by the way. But to circle back to what you said, Evie, you can give me money on YouTube. I don't know what it's called. It's like super tipping or something. It's like tipping a cow or something. But it is possible. This is Raging Bud, I think. It is possible for you to give me money on YouTube right now, just giving me money. Like, there's nothing special to you. Just give me money. The reason I don't do money donations on Twitch is because there's so many stories of people just being like, you know, somebody donated me $50, then did a chargeback and all this annoying stuff. I just didn't want to deal with that. So with butts, by giving me butts to play with, then there's no worry about chargebacks, because butts are completely through Twitch. So it just removes any potential headache. So if you're ever wondering, why can't I just give Trust Your Pilot $5? And Evie, I keep teasing this. Stay tuned to the YouTube channel tomorrow, okay? Stay tuned to the YouTube channel tomorrow. There will be something on the YouTube channel tomorrow that is very interesting. But for right now, I have to do my streams just have to be, you know, the new decks. If they had just launched the build and battle format last month, I would have just streamed build and battle for an entire month. But they decided, hey, what if we're just annoying and we do things completely differently, and we make Pilot have to choose between his 2 favorite children, and clearly he likes one more than the other, but he has to give the other one more attention because it's like Malcolm in the Middle. The reason that Lois keeps protecting Reese is because she knows Malcolm will be fine and Reese will needs all the help he can. Okay, this is terrible. Are you kidding me? A fighting deck in this economy? Of course, I'm so happy to finally start a Mega Kangaskhan for like the first time ever with this deck, and then boom, immediate, we get hit with a fighting deck. So I think I'm just gonna have to attach to you, try to put a little bit of pressure on them, and go end turn. Because the odds of them being able to take a turn 1 KO of a Kangaskhan are very, very slim, unless they just go Air Balloon, retreat into a Riolu, attach a Maximum Belt, and then drink some Gatorade like 3 times, and then they have an uh-oh. If it happens, I have to just give it to them. But I also potentially have, you know, some things shaking and baking next turn. Oh, this is insane. This is absolutely crazy that this is the matchup, you know? If I can somehow knock out that Makuhita, right? If that Makuhita can be destroyed this turn, then I have a real chance of winning. Right? Because then I can take a knockout with Greninja, but even then that doesn't seem like it's going to happen. So that's fine. They're just going to hit into me with the Soul Rock. That's good. We have a turn. Oh, I need more switch cards. Fantastic, PDCGL. Always with the special red card. Okay, there's a Mega Signal. I guess I just go get the Absol just to thin it out of the deck. And then I will play with my balls. We're going to get rid of Kangaskhan and Water Energy. I'm going to go for the Pecharunt. Pecharunt down, and then this will get me a Lilies. Never mind. Never mind. Why do I bother? Why do I even bother waking up in the morning? The answer is I shouldn't. Why do I wake up in the morning? Well, you shouldn't, Pilot. Waking up in the morning is for idiots. Just don't do it. That's the best advice I can give you is just don't get out of bed in the morning. You know, just keep fondling your toes. You know, they got a Mega Lucario, they're gonna have an air balloon or something. It's gonna be great. And if you're wondering why did you Pilot, why'd you leave the Kangaskhan in the active? Because there's only two ways this ends. Number one. Well, actually, there's two ways this ends. One is they knock out the Kangaskhan, and then I can activate Unfair Stamp. Two, they don't knock out the Kangaskhan. The Makuhita gets stuck, like my stepsister, in the dryer, and then I get to draw two cards, but of course, they got everything, and I lose. And Owen, are you talking about in-game or IRL? Okay, so the way that I somehow win this is I don't, because that Absol is just free prizes. And Lil Frizz, are you Owen? Are you Owen in disguise? Is that your alt? Am I being botted right now? Oh wow. Okay, well we're finally gonna get a Lilies. Okay, The Absol build is cursed. The Absol build is cursed. We are never. I'm switching to my build. Okay, I'm no longer trusting Greninja Absol lists from Japan. We're playing Trust Your Pilots build. Glaceon is next. Don't you worry. But this is I did my testing with the Absol build, and it went about as good as this. Like I knew for a fact the Absol build was not good. Is because everyone is playing ways to beat you off and not in a fun way. But I have my one Ursaluna game, I have my one Absol game, so I am kind of happy. And then I just need one game with Glaceon and we're good to go. Okay, there's a decent start, except for the fact that I don't have a playable hand. This is a great start, except for the fact that I don't have a playable hand. Okay, I'm just gonna end turn, because you don't know what my deck is. My deck has Toxel in it, so I have Brewbond. I think I might have to clutch with the Veltal. That's probably going to be what happens, is I have to clutch with this dude. Malibu Man, no, never. You're first off, how dare you flex on us that you have a girlfriend and you're well-adjusted enough to trick someone into liking you? Second, you should never be forgiven for that. You know, in 69 years, when wait, what? Why did they put an enriching energy on a Baneri? That is one of the decisions of all time. Yeah, Incineroar. Yeah, 0-4 with Absol. Exactly. Oh, they don't realize they should have played Mist Energy. They should have played Mist Energy. You know, I go out of my way to build decks, and I say, you know what, what do I do to stop PDC Gel from screwing me over? Sometimes I don't always follow through with that advice. This is kind of one of those situations where I have like 7 supporters, and clearly that's not enough. And Boombastic, but I was gonna beat them off. Boombastic, I was gonna beat them off, and we were gonna all have fun watching me do it. But then they just got everything, and that's not fair. But I have everything I need. I got Fez, I got Unfair Stamp. As long as they don't have a switch card, we're fine, because Moltres only does 20 damage. That's a Boses. Okay, that's fine. I kind of want them to take the knockout, though. I kind of want them to take the knockout, which is funny. Oh, there's an Iris. Completely unusable right now. Thank you, Iris. All right, so I'm going to put... I can't put the Fez down. I literally can't do anything right now. Every time I've had a chance to play Iris, I've had just an unplayable, crappy hand. And it seems like every time I put special red card into a deck, it's just, oops, you started it. But Mr. Boombastic, how dare you correct me? I'm supposed to... I say nonsensical things to fill up the void, and we all know I'm great at filling holes. It doesn't matter if it's right or wrong. You do not question the streamer, okay? All you do is give the streamer money, tell him how good he is at Pokemon cards, and then subscribe to him on YouTube as well, on both of his channels, even the gaming channel for a third if you're feeling really spicy. Okay, this is great. They made the biggest oopsie by promoting that Moltres. But also, I'm in a terrible spot. Okay, there's a Darkness Energy that I don't need. But I think in this situation, we just prep the Brute Bonnet, and we go Clutch. And Mr. Boombastic, thank you. You're going to get pinned. You deserve to be pinned by me. If I can trap this Moltres for 6 turns, that is absolutely beautiful. And I think I'm willing to put the Fez down next turn and then get rid of the red card. That seems like the correct strat. Oh, they figured it out. They figured out the strat is they have to put a Mist Energy on the Moltres. But the Yveltal has done its job. Yveltal has absolutely done everything I needed it to do. But I'm still going to have to, Iris and suck my own butt. But all I have to do, I just have to knock out 2 Lopunny. That's it. Just knock out 2 Lopunny, win the game. Save the cheerleader, save the world. But she's underage, so maybe don't show your face so the newspapers can show you. But everything else, save the cheerleader. It's great. All right, I can knock that out later. Oh no! Literally, you could not have chosen worse timing, Iris. There's literally no worse timing for you to show up into my hand than right there. Okay, there's Surfing Beach. Okay, this is terrible. Wow, this is absolutely horrific. Yeah, I guess it's just Clutch again. I know it can't do anything. Like, they're still gonna be able to retreat, but I think Clutch again, simply because I do play Monkey Dory, so getting them closer to 120 damage does make a little bit of sense. But that was just me. They're gonna go for the Fez. They're not going for the Fez. Interesting. Okay, I thought they were gonna go for the Fez there. So now I think it's just an immediate... Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna go Night Stretcher for Froakie. And then... probably... This is so awkward. I realistically only need the 1 Toxtricity to win this game. Oh, they made an oopsie. They blew their load too early. Ah, there's a Battle Cage. Crap. They did blow their load a little prematurely, though, because I do have Unfair Stamp, and I'm going to win now. Okay, we got Yveltal. They have a Mist Energy on this guy, which is unfortunate. I feel like I put an Enhanced Hammer in here. I feel like Past Pilot would have put an Enhanced Hammer in this deck. There's a Pokepad, so that should be a Toxel, right? Or no, that should be... No, that'll be a Toxel. That'll be a Toxel. That's a Toxel. Night Stretcher for Froakie. Unfair Stamp. Win the game. Easiest dubs in the world. Unfair Stamp, and then we get Lilies. I draw 8. They hate their life. It is... Okay, no, we're fine, we're fine. Everything's fine. Everything's not fine. Let's go... yeah, I guess Monkey Dory down. Monkey Dory, I choose you. That's gonna go there. I need to make sure that I hit the active. 1, 2, 3. And then I have Energy Recycler. I can play with my balls. Don't you just love how everyone on my bench has a space for the damage counter because PDCGL is a well-made game? And then I could trap this one. So that is definitely something I can do, is I can trap this one, force them to use Spiky Hopper. I think that's the correct play. I think I just use Clutch. Boss is this one, because this one doesn't have a Mist Energy on it. And if they do Spiky Hopper, that's actually okay with me. Because they activate Pheasantipity. I have a Mega Greninja sitting ready and waiting. Okay, well, I was being facetious. I was just saying that. I didn't actually... Oh, God. I didn't actually mean it, PDCGL. I was just making a funny. I was just making a funny in my pants. Please, PDCGL. I didn't actually think they'd have it like that. Okay, there's a Night Stretcher. That's great. I go... Oh, God. Okay, I believe in the heart of the cards. This is Wheel Lilies. Oh, God, no. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. Everything is fine. Everything has never been better. Okay, that's what you don't understand, is everything is as perfect. Oh, yeah, I guess I get rid of that. Everything has never been more perfecter. And then I can't battle cage. But what I can't do... Okay, so then we can go Mortal Shuriken. And then I just put it on the active. Okay. I have 2 water. We have an energy recycler. We have an energy switch. I think I go end... I think I go end turn. God, imagine unfair stamping your opponent and they got a better hand off the unfair stamp than you. As long as they don't have a Wally's, we'll be fine. Because then if they have a Wally's, then... Oh, God. Oh, okay. Oh, oh, no. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. The stupid double battle cage is a problem, though. Because I don't know if I have another stadium, so I just have to keep hitting their active. But we know for a fact they cannot knock out my Mega Greninja this turn. And I just kind of have everything. It's just, can I get the Greninja out of the active and do anything with it? And I think the answer is no. I have no chance of doing that, and I've lost this game. But I can go... Like, if I can get a Toxtricity, we're fine. Because I need to put 3 energy on that Brute Bonnet. Between the manual attachment on the Greninja... That's not going to do it. It's the damn battle cage. If it wasn't for the battle cage, I have like 4 prizes just ready and... Hello there. Hello there. How are you doing? All right, so here's how we do this now. Trust Your Pilot goes Night Stretcher for water energy. Water energy. We're going to Mortal Shuriken. We're going to get rid of the stupid Dunsparce over there. I don't like its face. Don't like your face. We're going to get a Lilies, then it's going to be the worst Lilies ever. We didn't get a Lilies. Okay. I have to go Monkey Dory. And then, yeah, we're going to... 1, 2, 3. God, I was really hanging my hat on the fact that we were going to get a Toxtricity this game. So they can retreat. I don't really have what I need. This guy I kind of need to win, but then they're just going to win. Ah, geez. Yeah, I guess I have to go energy switch from the monkey to this guy, retreat into the monkey, and then just hope they don't have a boss's hors d'oeuvres. That's realistically what it is here, because I still haven't played a single Lilies this game. I've played an Iris. I have 4 Lilies, 3 Iris. And an unfair stamp and a special red card. Those have all done nothing. They have all done the opposite of things that I want them to do. But as long as no, there's nothing I can really do right now. But I could, in theory, in the worst theory you've ever heard, I there it is. There you go. Could have won this game if we ever found a Lily's. I could have won this game. All right. Well, let's see if maybe I can still. Let's see if I still got it. Everybody, press 1 if you think I still got it. If I can still throw it back without throwing out my back. Great timing, Lily. Thank you, Lily. Thank you. Whatever would we do without you, Lily? Okay, so I think, yeah, that guy will go down, and then Lily, and then we won't get a Toxtricity. We won't do anything. Remember when I said we weren't going to get a Toxtricity? Okay, we did, technically, but we didn't get the energy we needed. So they have a fully healed Mad Panda, thank you. Like, am I seriously just hoping they don't have a bosses? Is that where I'm at right now? Is just, hey, hopefully you don't have a bosses. It'd be really cool if you didn't have a boss's orders. All right, well, let's attach. Let's play Poffin. Get the Froakie. Oh man, I have so look how much juice is in my deck. It's Mad Panda, this is your life. You're stuck here forever. Your life is here with the rest of us. Okay, so let's go retreat into Froakie. As long as they don't have a bosses, I still probably don't have any chance of winning, but it's fine. And then, yeah, I guess 1, 2, 3 on the Mega Lopunny. Or, no, because they have to retreat into the other one. So I'm banking on the fact that they're going to retreat into the other one. That is my whole goal here is they're going to attack with the one on the bench, and then I'm going to be able to Monkey Dory, Greninja, Brute Bonnet, win the game. It's going to be the greatest victory you've ever seen. We went from the lowest low to the highest high. This is a Mega Absol Greninja deck, but I was like, hey, we need Toxtricity in here. And then, of course, I just never found a Lily's, and the unfair stamp did nothing. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, you've already used 2 bosses. You've already used a Wally's. You've used 2 bosses. You used 3 Hilda. You got no bosses left, bro. You're down 4 Pokegear. You've used 2 bosses. You played this game perfectly, and you're still going to get beaten off by a pilot. How does that make you feel? How do you... Oh, crap. Okay, so they played this perfectly, but I still have a bosses. I still have a bosses to bring this guy... I hate that card so much. Okay, no, we're fine. We're fine. Everything is great. I can still do this. I can still do this. We still have it, everybody. I'm not crying on the inside. You're crying on the outside. Okay, here we go. Thank you for the iris that I have no reason to get. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. We have healed that guy. Okay, we're gonna get a water energy. Oh, hang on a second. Hang on. What are we doing here? What are we doing? What are we doing here? I don't know. Okay, so let's go. Hold up a second. I mean, again, they just need energy bosses in that game, but they are down a couple energy here. So let's flip the script. I don't have anything else that I think I can use anymore. Okay, well, the enhanced hammer, a little late for that. Little late for the enhanced hammer, don't you think? Okay, I have bosses, I have lilies, I have all the things. Do I attach the energy is the question. I think the answer is yes. I attach the energy to the Absol just to get it. Actually, the Pecharunt should have been my big boy. So I think the Pecharunt EX should have been the card that I attached to and everything, but that wouldn't... It doesn't matter, because I'm going to lose this game. Okay. Where were all these item cards when I had Iris in my hand and I could have used them to thin my hand? That would have been great. but we know they're out of bosses, right? They have to be out of bosses hors d'oeuvres at this point. There's no way you have bosses. I have an enhanced hammer. Oh, they're thinking they know they can't beat me off. Okay, there's are they still here or did they get disconnected? Because they did just emote on me. I think what they've realized is that they blew their stadium load, they blew their Wally's load, because they can't do what they need to do with the Dunsparce. Because with Watchtower in play, which was a spicy card that I added, they can't retreat the Dunsparce. They can't use the Dunsparce's ability, so they'd have to put an air balloon on it and hard retreat it. But they can't do that because I am so good. But did they seriously get hit with the disconnect glitch? Are you serious, PDCGL? This was probably going to end up being one of the best games I've ever played on Pokemon TCG Live, one of the greatest comebacks ever. But because PDCGL is such a well-made game, we get a disappointing finale. We'll never know. Did they have a way to win? You know, were they just unable to do anything? Because I'll click on the battle log. It said they didn't take an action in time. We knew they were there. So literally the game broke on them on the final turn of the game, or they were just hoping that I would concede, but it's more likely that they just couldn't play the game. Because again, PDCGL is so well made that when you're trying to film videos and entertain people and you want to show the greatest ending of all time, where it's like, oh my God, do they have a bosses in their deck? I've watchtowered them, I've played perfectly. And then PDCGL is just like, you know, it would be really sucky if the game just stopped working. God, I hate this game. Remember when we had a working Pokemon TCG client? Remember those days when we had a game we could play and we didn't have to worry about it just ending? Eevee, I know, right? I know. Like, isn't it great that you can just play this game and it can just break at any point and no one can do anything about it? And PDCGL is just so well made. It's so cool. All right, so yeah, that's that. We're at 148. So we're playing the Glaceon build now. Glaceon is the worst of the three. All right, Karaiko 42, Green 42. All right, I mean, this is a start. It's not a good one, but it is a start. Huh. All right, well, I guess I remember what I just said? Remember when I said, "Oh, hey, special red card. I always started in my opening hand." Remember when I said all that? Yeah, those were fun times, weren't they? So let's go Darkness, Sparkling Crystal, and then end turn, and then we Meowth. Yeah, remember when I said, whenever I put Secret Red card into a deck, this exact thing happens. And combat, I've ranted about this for over 4 years. Okay, is this just the Kangaskhan? You know, you can check out my 30 plus videos for my thoughts on this. Hey, they're playing my deck. But I understand where you're coming from. The counter argument to that is, instead of creating a brand new client that doesn't work, Wait, hang on. Did I add that win? Yeah, we're 4 and 5. Instead of creating a brand new client that doesn't work, they could have done the crazy thing of just giving us free cards. They could have just taken the economy of live and put it into TCG Online, and we'd have a functioning game and people would get cards. All right, so this is both good and bad in the sense that I'm going to lose, but it's good in the sense that maybe I can lose with style. That'll be kind of fun if I lost with style, because we're going to get nothing off of this Lilies. Actually, we kind of got something off of that Lilies. Okay, so Monkey Dory, we got Glaceon. That's great. I can Frost Bullet, which is less great. I also have an unplayable hand, which is even better. All right, so they're going to have 30 damage. It's unfortunate, but I kind of do have to take the knockout here. So with double Monkey Dory, we have a Frogadier. But the question of, the reason that I like PDCGL more than PDCGO is because in PDCGO you get more free cards. But the negative side is the game doesn't work. So all they had to do was just, okay, that is not fair. I've played Lilies, I've done all the right things, and I'm being punished for it. But all they had to do was just change the ladder on PDCGO, because every 3 weeks the ladder on PDCGO changed. They're playing the Japanese list. So all they could have done is, instead of the rewards being kind of crappy, they just make it into a battle pass. So they just bring the battle pass and the free decks to PDCGO. They didn't have to fire Direwolf, create a brand new client, bring the development in-house to TPCI, hand it off to people who don't know what they're doing, give us a game that you can't trust to work half the time. And it's just, I could rant for hours. Yeah, obviously, I've been over this a million times. Yes, PDCGO had a lot of problems. They're doing the thing that I was supposed to do with the Absol list, and it just never worked. Oh, hello. Okay, that is not great. There's a Badoo, there's a Froakie. Do I want that? Did they just get a bosses? They just got a bosses. Yeah, they just got a bosses. So I don't think there's really anything I can Badoo here. I do have that. I don't have, I have a Crispin. So I guess what I need to do is Frogadier, Crispin, Darkness, Water. Darkness, Water, put the water into my hand, and then go Darkness on the monkey. Ultra Ball that away. Get rid of Surfing Beach and Water. Go get Monkey Dory. Oh, yeah. Funny how the turntables, isn't it? Yeah, you thought you were so slick. Oh, you thought, I'm gonna prep the Glaceon for a knockout next turn with my Greninja. Yeah, we're playing the same deck, but I'm better. I'm better than you. I'm higher on the food chain. Get in my belly. And I do apologize, YouTube audience. I didn't think this was going to make it into the video because they basically did everything off the bat, and I got very scared and a little turned on. But they can't win now. This is amazing. They can't win, and I'm a Mega Greninja away from winning the game, as long as they don't bump my Surfing Beach. I'm literally a Mega Greninja away from winning the game. I did choose to save the Glass Trumpet over the Surfing Beach because, this allows me to attack with a Mega Greninja if I need to. Incineroaring, thank you. Even when I'm not paying attention, even when I'm mid-rant about PDCGL and how it's the worst decision they've ever made financially. Oh, crap. Wait, what? Okay. That was interesting. I think they realized, I used Petrol and I couldn't do anything else that turn. And Trust Your Pilot has a Glaceon, and the Glaceon would just absolutely clap my cheeks. So I think they realized, yeah, Petrol for special red card is a thing, but then they had nothing they could do after that. They had no Greninja. I would just be able to like frost bullet twice. I had double monkeys. I had Greninja set up. So there you go. The Glaceon build that I created is actually better than the Absol one that did something in Japan that is linked below in the description because I'm just that good at Pokemon cards. Oh God, Incineroaring. Yeah, again, I've been over this a bajillion times. The economy in PDCGO was terrible. It was in desperate need of a change. They desperately needed to fix everything. This is not it. Frugal Combat? No, but my prevailing theory is that somebody at the Pokemon Company saw that, hey, we're paying this random developer to upkeep a game that makes zero money dollars. So they fired Direwolf and said, we can bring this in-house and develop this for a fraction of the cost. They didn't realize that A, creating a digital card game from scratch with thousands of different cards, with each with unique interactions, takes a lot of time and know-how. And two, they didn't hire anybody worthwhile. Like they just hired interns at summer camp, summer college people. I'm getting too amped up. How many times have I faced a fan Rotom deck? This is getting a little much here. But that has to be what it was, is that somebody at the Pokemon Company was going through their financials and saw, who's this Direwolf and why are we paying them any amount of money to upkeep a game that makes us $0? And Foodler, again with the Lopunny. Again with the Lopunny. I haven't thought about it too much. Like, you're asking me about Pitch Black. Chaos Rising is 3 days old. You're asking me about a format when Chaos Rising is 3 days. You're asking me about the next format, which I already have to start thinking about, and I'm going to have a video on like Wednesday, but you're already asking me. You can't do that to me. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I guess I go water into the hand. So, and then water there, and then we collect. So I'm fully, oh God. Oh God. I think Crispin has not been pulling its weight, right? I think Crispin has been kind of bad. Like I just get it in my opening hand and it's like, wow, Crispin's terrible. Like my supporter spread is just 4 Lilies, 3 Crispin, and I think there's 4 Pokegear or something. So we'll revisit the list just to try to upgrade it a little bit, but I think 3 Crispin is too much. I should definitely have like an Iris or a Morty or something. Because it's a little too wishy-washy, if you know what I mean. I'll probably keep the double grass. 2 Crispin, I still definitely need 2 Crispin. But as long as I can't find a stadium, we are in there. Garfield, Dax, what would you say is my catchphrase? Everyone, this is your time to comment. What is my catchphrase? If you had to pick one thing to be my catchphrase, what would it be? Sheldon is Bazinga. Woody's is there's a snake in my boot. What is Trust Your Pilot's catchphrase? Oh, wowzers. Okay. Well, we have... Did they really need to bosses? Did they... Honey on my feet? Man, I love feet. Yeah, there you go. Mikey. There you go. There you go. That's not very nice. I was gonna take it easy on you. Now I have to go down 2 prizes, but I get 3 Pokemon. You know, I'm gonna be down 2 prizes, but hey, I get to have 3 Pokemon in my hand. And Miles, that's a pretty good one. That's a pretty good one. Foodler, yeah, that's definitely in the top 3. Pimp Mobile. All right, let's go. Summoning Jutsu. Let's go for, we're going to go for Meowth, Mega Greninja, and I guess Monkey Dory. No, we're going to go for Eevee. I got this one. Grabulon, yeah, believe in the heart of the cards, and then we immediately get screwed. And Mikey, it's listening. It is listening, and like my feet, it's glistening. Yeah, Dragapult always has it like that. You know what? I'm going to prep the YouTuber voice. I'm prepping YouTuber voice. You might think, looking at this board position, that I have 0 chances of winning the game. You would be right. But I also have the slightest chance of winning because I'm going to knock out that stupid Abra. Actually, do I knock out the Abra or do I just attach to the Greninja? Yeah, we're going to knock out the stupid Abra. We're taking a prize. I should have waited until after the lilies, but I'd rather get the prize card because I'm cool like that. Actually, that might behoove me later on in the game. So we have Lily's Determination. I do have energy switches. I have Glass Trumpet. What the hell is this crap? Okay, so as long as they don't go for my Eevee EX, I should be fine. This is bad. This is bad. But I do have a knockout on the Mega Lopunny next turn if the Meowth doesn't completely screw me over. Right, if the Meowth Lilies doesn't completely screw me over. I know I shouldn't have knocked out the Abra, but I got overexcited. I had a pre-release. It happens. It happens to the best of us. And they knock out the Eevee, don't they? Damn it. I should have known. I should have known. I would find my Enhanced Hammer, Incineroar. That's what you got to believe sometimes. You got to believe in the heart of the cards. You clearly don't. Yeah, we're just going to, okay, we're out here. We're out here. We're out of here. Okay, we need to make a couple changes here. I need to make some improvements. We're going to cut a Crispin. So, yeah, we're going to cut a Crispin. Crispin gone. I'm going to get rid of the Terapagos. I'm going to add the... We're not going to add the Terra Greninja. That would be terrible. And, yeah, I think we have to add a Morty. I'm going to get rid of a Pokegear, add an Iris, and then get rid of a Pokegear, add a Trumpet. And then we have an Enhanced Hammer. I have an Energy Retrieval. I have 6, 4, and 2. I'm not adding a Drasna, even though don't tempt me. I will do it. All right, so we have everything that we need except a winning list. We have everything that we need except for a way to win the game. And I think a Fez makes sense just to get to 60. All right, so there we go. This is going to be the new list, the new and improved one. Crookshanks or Garfield? But you know, I think I do have my YouTube video, right? I have some losses, I have some wins. You know, the Absol build I went 0-4 with. Did you again, everybody, this is the 7th time this stream I have started special red card in my opening hand. 7 times I've just started special red card. And then I have to play with my balls. You know, as much as I enjoy playing with my balls, not in this situation. Okay, it's Dragapult. This is fine. You'll never guess, everybody, but it's another freaking special red card start. I have started special red card in more than half of my games today. And, I mean, I have to put the Monkey Dory down. I have to go get rid of special red card and that. And then I have to go with Meowth. We have to get Meowth. And Mr. Darkside, that's another idea I've had. I have lots of ideas. I have like 15 different Greninja ideas. There's Kyogre, there's Palafin, there's, Mega Frostlass, there's Glalie, there's Starmie. I got a Reunitless idea. I got all the weirdest, wackiest ideas you can possibly think of. How do they always have a Lilies? How does Dragapult always have a Lilies? This game is, oh yeah, okay, here we go. And Foodler, oh, okay, they're playing Greninja too. I'm playing the dumb version, they're playing a good version. I am a little concerned that they have 2 Froakie, and they got a Badoo, and they had everything they needed on turn 1, but we can do this. But Foodler, weren't you here when I tried Mega Absol Greninja? I just said I went 0-4 with it because it's terrible. All right, there's a Fez. Great. I am going to Meowth for Lilies. Oh, actually, do I go for Crispin? If I had a Glaceon in my hand, I would go for Crispin. But of course, I don't have a Glaceon in my hand, so we can't do that. All right, this is awkward like a fart, but I guess I just go Air Balloon, Retreat, and then just hope the Frogadier survives, right? If there's one thing I've learned about Greninja, it's that... Oh, crap. All right, so let's go for Glaceon and then another Frogadier. If there's one thing I've learned about Greninja is that it's very slow. And they're just going to Badoo again, and I have everything I need to win. We got Morty's, we got Crispin. This is absolutely the game of all time for me to win here. If I lose this game, it's because PDC... There's no way you have rare candy. Oh, God! Oh, man. Yeah, I wanted to avoid the Terra Greninja as... And, oh, you're not supposed to use Ninja Spinner. This is for Mortal Shuriken. I was like, maybe they'll go for bosses. How... I'm just so defeated right now. I'm just so defeated. This is just so deflating. And I have an air balloon on the Eevee when that needs to be a sparkling crystal. Now what the hell do I do? Okay, I can't give them the Meowth. That would be bad. I could give them the Glaceon, which also isn't great Sion, but I do get a Badoo KO if I do that. So let's go this guy in the active. I have a Glaceon KO of the Badoo, and they don't currently have a knockout. So let's go Crispin, the grass, and the water. And yeah, we'll go water on this guy. Grass on this one. Frogadier. Frost Bullet. And then I will... Actually, I guess I should put the damage on the Frogadier. Like, knocking out the Badoo takes me off a Lily's turn. Food, yeah, pray they have a tool scrapper to get rid of the air balloon. There is a world where the Glaceon survives this turn, but there's also a world where the Glaceon gets knocked out this turn. All they need to do to knock out the Glaceon this turn, and that 10 damage is going to come back to bite me in the butt, is just retreat the Greninja, Neo Upper, Mega Greninja, 1 Mortal Shuriken, and then that's GG. So they are danger close to beating me off here. But next turn, I have a knockout of their face. So I can completely beat them off here. We're just kind of going, oh no! How do you... Okay, well, Froggy, see you later. See you later, guys. Oh my God. Okay, can I please get a bosses to knock this guy out or something? I need to knock out this Frogadier this turn or else that's... Nope. Never mind. All right. Well, yeah, let's just get rid of the enhanced hammer. There's nothing I can do anymore. Life is futile. Why do we even bother? Again, what's the point of waking up in the morning when life is like this? That's just the way it is. All right, well, let's hit into the Mega Greninja. Let's put this guy in range. So this guy is now in range of a Mega Greninja. Okay, remember, they had everything they needed last turn, and everything they needed last turn was just an ignition energy. If they don't take a knockout, or if all they do is knock out the Meowth this turn, I am confident I can win this game. So if they just like knock out the Meowth, I believe, press 1 if you believe that I'm going to make the greatest comeback since Kim Kardashian. As long as they don't have a bosses, I mean, if they have a Neo Upper and they go for another Mirage Barrage, they do have to discard the Neo Upper, but they haven't played a bosses. They have a 9-card hand. They haven't done too many things this game, which, you know, is good for me. Oh, crap. Okay. Oh, never mind. They don't know. They think they know what they're doing. They can't. No, please no. Please no Neo Upper. Please no. Please do not take the lid off the toilet tank and drop an upper decker on me right now. Okay, there's a Mortal Shuriken. Do not have a Neo Upper. As long as you don't have a Neo Upper, life is fine. Life is good. No, the 10 damage. Please no. Please God. No! How did you have everything? How are you allowed to have everything? The 10 damage on the Glaceon comes back to bite me. They have the... And then I had to get rid of the special red card. Remember the special red card that's in the deck? Remember when I had one of those things? Literally the 10 damage from the Itchy Pollen. And because they did everything right... Okay, oh, thank you, Lily. Thank you, Lily. I really appreciate you. And let me guess, I can't go and get anything that I actually need right now. All right, so let's go. Mortal Shuriken. I really need a special red card right now, don't I? Would be really cool if I had one of them special red cards. Yeah, didn't think so. Okay, well, they're just a bosses away from winning, and we know they're gonna have a bosses. So, yeah, let's just poke a pad, go get the monkey, maybe that'll save me, and then I hit him with the... I have to Ninja Spinner for full. I have to Ninja Spinner for the full amount right now, even though I really don't want to. Because if they have, like, anything, I would lose. Or, no, actually, mathematically, I shouldn't have done that. Now that I think about... Yeah, they got bosses. They just... Yep, there it is. God. If they just didn't have everything, right? If they didn't have the ignition energy that one turn, if they didn't have the Neo Upper the other turn, if I didn't have to lose my special red card turn 1 because that was all I had, you know, you can see PDCGL always has it out for me. But Curtis, Beedrill is absolutely competitive. The thing is, you have to mark your cards. So if you're playing IRL, you have to wear special contact lenses that let you see like fluorescent things. And then you can mark your prizes so you know what you need at all times. And then you'll win, because if you can know what cards you're going to draw, that makes it a lot better. Oh yeah, Evie, you haven't seen the intro to the video yet, but I say the best builds are Dragapult, Dusknoir, and just like the Dunsparce on its own. This version of the deck, these versions I played today, they were the ugly stepchild, right? Exactly, low frizz. You know, these were the wacky decks. Oh, crap. And they're going first. They'll get a Proton. And then I lose the game. But I can win. There is a slight chance that I win this game. The reason I play Poffin is for Froakie Badoo, so we'll get Froakie Badoo. I have Crispin, so I think here it's just going to be Crispin for, yeah, these two. Get these guys. Put the water into the hand, attach the grass, hard retreat into the Badoo, you know, prevent them from finding a transceiver or something, and then just attach there. Probably not triple Froakie. You know what? Let's go triple Froakie. Why not, right? Why not have a little bit of fun? We're facing Honchkrow. I'm going to have to do math, and that's going to be really tough. I'm going to have to use Leafeon at some point, probably. I'm going to have to prioritize a lot of things. I do kind of want them to have a Professor Proton, because if they have Proton, they fill up their bench, and I can use Morty's Conviction. Wait, did they just attach an Ignition? So they must have a Giovanni. Okay. I think you just attach to the Porygon or something, right? Because, I mean, they know what their deck has, but they have to have an air balloon or something. Yeah, you have to have an air balloon or something. There's a Meowth. That's wrong. I think I'm just going to get rid of the Meowth because I can Night Stretcher that back later. Ooh, hello. That is Pokepad for Frog, Pokepad for Frog. And then Pokepad for the other Frog. What do we got? I got one Mega Greninja. I got one Mega Greninja. That's not great, but we'll be fine. They wanted to draw one extra, but I think in that situation, you 100% just attach to the Porygon, because there's no way you can attack with the Honchkrow if you're playing Ariana, unless they have Air Balloon, but they probably don't have Air Balloon, because what's the point? So you attach to this guy, and you force me to discard a hand, you discard a card from your hand, you make Ariana Grande a little better, you can get rid of, you know, a card you don't need. Or, you know, at the worst, you can retreat the Porygon into a Murkrow, and then have a Murkrow ready to Murgo. And then this is why I used Iris first. So I think we'll play one more game with the Glaceon build, and I'll save all my other Greninja lists for later. And yeah, but even if that was the case, you 100% attach to the active. So I understand why they did it, but there was no reason to not attach to the active in that spot. Yep, they're taking a knockout. They're taking the cheeky knockout, and then I don't have a KO here, so yeah, I guess I just Enhanced Hammer. I just have to get rid of the Enhanced Hammer in this situation. Ooh, never mind. What if we get a little? No, never mind. Should have just gotten rid of that. Should have just gotten rid of that. Oh, cool. A Lilies. How useful. Thank you, Lily. How useful you are. I'm really happy I got a Lilies. All right, so let's go. This guy, this guy, this guy. Or do I go for an Eevee and, you know, we try to get Mossy up in here? But I needed 2 Greninja to win this game. I think the only way that I can win this game is with 2 Greninja, and I prized 1 or 2. I can't remember how many are in this list. And yeah, I've definitely been disappointed by Special Red Card. I thought Special Red Card would make a huge difference, but I mean, it is just my luck, obviously, that I'm starting to get every single game. But, you know, starting in every game is really bad. right? If I didn't start special red card, if I got special red card, turn 2, turn 3, then I'd be a little happier. Oh, yes, but well, there's only 2 good cards to add to your build and battle decks, and that's Delibird and special red card, and special red card is just unbalancedly unfair. It's just way too unfair. It's unfair like a stamp. Okay. So I have the Greninja. Feet fan, damn straight. You're subscribed for as many months as you have feet, and I'm appreciative of that. Probably because it has the energy on it. That would be my guess. Like, oh, it has an energy on it. Should get rid of that one. All right. Well, let's go up with the frog. We'll knock out the active. So I will have to return an energy to my hand. And then I think I put the damage on like the Porygon or something. Ooh, that's interesting. I mean, it's not good, but it is interesting. And then, yeah, we'll put you down. I go energy retrieval. 1, 2. Let's attach because as much as I want to, put 6 damage counter somewhere. Oh, cool. I got nothing. Oh, awesome. I got absolutely nothing. That is so cool. That's exactly what I wanted. Going 0 for 4 with Absol is a real feels bad. Oh man, but yeah, this is a terrible matchup if you whiff an energy like I did. If you did I just get an energy off the prizes? But yeah, the Absol build was the worst. We went 0 and 4. The Ursa Luna build was by far the best, so I'm kind of sad that we, abandoned it. It would have been great if I didn't just abandon that one because it was the best. But I have a YouTube video. People will think this deck is better than it is, and that's all I came here for. But don't worry, everything's going to turn around next week when I play really good decks like Floette and Pyroar. I'm certain things are going to turn around when I play Floette and Pyroar. Oh man, I was really worried we were going to have a rough time, but don't worry, I've got Floette and Pyroar upcoming. Okay, maybe they don't take the knockout here. Maybe they can't do the math properly. Nope, they did the math perfectly. Of course they did. Of course. Alrighty. So we'll go Frogadier into the active, and then lose the game, and it'll be great. So, yeah, let's go Glass Trumpet, Energy Switch into you. I go Air Balloon on this guy. I think I have to attach to you. Remember, I did prize the other one. So we needed the Night Stretcher, which I got. And then I also have an energy, so we go Mega Greninja. Yup, I guess I knock out the Porygon. Mortal Shuriken. Actually, I should Mortal Shuriken. Yeah, let's get rid of that guy. Take a prize. Try to get closer to victory here. Ooh, hello. Hello there, red card. I was wondering, where are you? All right, yeah, I have to Ninja Spin. Actually, do I put the energy back into my hand? No. I think the answer is no. Right? I think I don't put the energy back into my hand. It is all part of my amazing strategy that makes a lot of sense. Don't worry. Never mind. Let me guess, Ariana? Even though you're down all 4 Ariana, you're still going to find a way to get an Ariana? Okay, well, it's Proton and Petrol. It's just Proton and Petrol. We got this. But I haven't heard any problems with Angie Float. You know, it's kind of funny. None of the cards from Chaos Rising appear to be broken. It's just that TCG Live itself is broken in several ways. I don't think they can take the knockout even if they do that, right? Even if they petrol for Miracle Headset. Foodler, why not put it back? Because I wanna bait them. I want to bait them with Monkey Dory. I want to bait them with Monkey Dory and win that way. Yeah, they'll probably go for Miracle Headset. You know, I was hoping, and Jose, there is potential for that. You know, there's probably some interaction that's completely broken, but you know, it's like they got the cards seemingly correct this time, but they got everything else wrong. They got the cards right and everything else wrong. You know, the game doesn't work. People are disconnecting everywhere. It's just an absolute abomination. So they should not attack right now, but I think they almost have to. Because they know if they don't, you know, it could really cost them. Like, they have a Giovanni. Yeah, see, they knew they shouldn't attack. That was correct. Not attacking was absolutely the correct play there. But I can just Ninja Spinner, and then I think, yes, I do the extra damage. Because they're just a Giovanni energy away from game. Right? Because Monkey Dory is weak to dark, so they just go promote somebody who's stupid, attach Giovanni, GG. You know, you'd think, oh, they're down 4 energy, and you red carded them, and they haven't done anything. But between Giovanni and Factory and all the things, they probably just got it like that. Yeah, I think there's no way they didn't get it. Oh, yeah, they're bringing up the one with the energy. They got the energy. Special red card. I think every time I have used red card this stream, it has not done anything for me. I think every special red card has failed me miserably. And, you know, prizing the Greninja, that was terrible. So, yeah, just play the Ursaluna build. I'm still going to include all these in the video just because I wanted to show people, like, there are different ways to play Greninja other than a way that you can win. Right? If you want to win, play the good versions that I showed off in my best new decks video. If you want to enjoy yourself, yeah, Eevee, it's not special at all. It's just a regular, boring, crappy red card. It's a ordinary red card. It's not special whatsoever. It's not like my sauce. Okay, we're going to go first because going first has never worked out for us. So it's bound to happen at least once, right? Press 1 if this will buff out for us. Technically, it did. Technically, we can do everything next turn if I just get a great top deck. No. I shouldn't have played one more game. They can literally win turn 1. I shouldn't have played one more game. All right, well, that's a lesson. Never try to have fun. That's my lesson of the day is don't try to have fun. You'll just get punished for it. Yeah, there's nothing I can really do because Leafeon EX does 230. So even if I can get a Leafeon up and running, that's not going to be able to take a knockout on Raging Bolt. The only way I can knock out a Raging Bolt is if they have 4 energy in play. And if they have 4 energy in play, you have to assume they're going to win the game. But if there's anything crazier that could happen, you know, what if they just get like a manual attachment to the active, 3 Ogerpon, they can't get it where they need it to go. And Ninja, that would require me to play Expanded, and I am on an Expanded, I'm on a no-fly list with Expanded right now until they actually add Expanded. Okay, so this means they can't take the knockout this turn unless they use some Glass Trumpet stuff. If they hadn't said we're adding Expanded in 2026, I would have revisited Expanded at some point. But they could literally announce tomorrow that Expanded is coming out next week. And then any videos I would have made, any time I would have spent, would be immediately invalidated. So it's like, it's probably not going to happen until December. But they did say they're going to start adding more Expanded stuff. But it's like, when? Okay, this is a terrible matchup, but what if it wasn't? What if instead of being a bad matchup, it was a good matchup and I won? And that's never going to happen, apparently. But we do have the Glaceon. So this isn't exactly how I wanted this to go. Because we know they have everything, right? We know they have everything they need. The Glaceon's gonna get knocked out. They will have to lose, what, 4 energy? Yeah, they have to lose 4 energy, which is nice. But what I do next turn, I have no idea. I mean, if they somehow go 2 turns without getting what they need, that would be great. But they're literally just a Crispin away from knocking out my Glaceon. And then I really don't have a playable hand. Yeah, okay, there you go. They're going to go for the Crispin. My hand is terrible. I have to believe in the heart of the cards. I have to Lilies and hope. A Crispin, yeah, they got the Crispin. A Crispin doesn't really help me in this situation. I had to Frost Bullet and believe. Like, I guess... No, there's nothing I can do. I was going to say, if I can top deck this, no, there's nothing I can top deck that would help me out here. It's basically just going to be promote the Froakie. I guess I promote the Frogadier Froakie. Because then I can get 3 things, but then they're just a Mega Greninja away from winning. Ooh, they did keep the Raging Butt alive, which is very interesting. Yes, thank you, PDCGL. All right, so let's go attach. Sorry, evolve into the active. Lilies. Just get a water energy and we're fine. Okay, that's not a water energy, but it is a way to find a water energy. And then Pokepad for Frogadier. I don't think I can Night Stretcher. Yeah, I have to Night Stretcher for a water energy. I'm going to probably have to get that Glaceon back at some point. Well, let's go Summoning Jutsu. Greninja, Meowth, Eevee. Okay, so they are going to 100% knock out this Frogadier this turn. Dude's getting bodied here. I go up with this Frogadier. I can knock out the Raging Bolt. Believe it or not, Ninja Spinner cannot knock out the Raging Bolt if I don't put the energy back into my hand. And Ninja, lowercase EX. You got to remember, uppercase EX is from the old days. Lowercase EX is these days. You gotta get your terminology correct. Okay, so they attach the water. That's fine. Maybe they're Cyrano, great. But I'm just... I have everything I need to win. I think what I need to do is Pokegear for Lilies, try to get Lilies. You know, maybe they'll put Area 0 down or something. I'm going to need Special Red Card, though. That's going to have to show up. Because they're going to be on a Special Red Card turn. Go Bellowing Thunder, get rid of 2 energy. Special Red Card literally has to be the bailout here. Pretend like I'm a bank in 2008. I need a bailout here. Yeah, so you can't use... It has to be Baby Beedrill or the new Beedrill EX. The other Beedrill EX will not work. All right, so let's go Buddy Poffin. Get nobody out of the deck. Get you. And I think I should put the Meowth down. Okay. Yep, I have to go get Lilies, which is super duper unfortunate. Please tell me the Special Red Card is in the deck. This is the one time I actually want to see it. And yeah, Glass Trumpet. Let's go. Sure. I want to waste the Pokegear because I don't want to draw into anything. So it's like, it might seem weird. Why are you wasting the Pokegear? Because I don't want to draw into it. All right, well, we have the attack. That's good. But I don't have anything after that. We have the attack and the knockout. But then after that, we got nothing. I mean, they have Latinas. They have a ton of energy. They probably have like Glass Trumpet energy switch. I have to take the knockout. I don't want to. I really don't want to, but I think I just have to take the knockout right now. Because if I don't, that is really bad for us. Okay. Yeah, so if we do ever get a Mega Beedrill EX, like lowercase EX, that won't count for Beedrill EX's damage. So you don't want Mega Beedrill, you want us to get a baby Beedrill, and that will change everything. That will revive and make Big Beedrill even better. Because then you can, I don't know, do more things. No, you got all your energy in the discard pile, bro. Yeah, see, you got all your energy in the discard pile. What are you going to do? Attach the lightning, then Night Stretcher? Oh, God. Yep. Okay, well, we got a YouTube video. That's all I care about. Yeah, we know for a fact that the Baby Ursaluna is by far the best. So I will prep everything. I'll get that video out tonight. And, okay, what's the point? What's the point? What's the point of all this? You already have game. All right, so I only won 5 games. I really need to play better decks. There's lots of different ways. There's Reuniqueless, there's Tatsugiri, there's Delphox, there's... I think there's one other thing. There's lots of different ways. Yeah, there's the Elusive Master Beedrill was another one. So let's rate. Is there any, like, same category? Is there anything interesting happening? Let's raid the Butterbee. Because their name is Butterbee. All right, so I'll see you all on Monday. Remember, check out the YouTube tomorrow. Something special is going to happen. But we're getting all the bad decks out of the way, and it should be a lot of fun, right? Definitely not. But, like, it's Mega Floette and Pyroar. I just want to get them out of the way, but Cinccino actually seems good. So maybe I'll, prioritize a good deck just to save myself. Maybe I'll do, like, Floette, Cinccino, Pyroar, Gourgeist. Like, I'll mix in bad decks with good decks, and it's sad to say that the Megas are bad and the EXs are good. But I think that's kind of what I have to do. So we'll see you then.